Tonight on Over the Edge, it's an AI-generated K-pop band. It's a self-driving vehicle. It's a robot that works in a hospital. It's all things robots, and it's all happening right here tonight. Here we go. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. That in English means welcome to a very special episode of Over the Edge, where tonight we're reviewing our favorite news stories about robots. Like it or not, they're here and they don't seem to be going anywhere. To make matters worse, nobody has heeded the warnings from the Terminator movies. All of that aside, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce to you our favorite robot stories. Enjoy. This is one of those things that borders on scary and genius. As AI is becoming more and more relevant, we have to become more and more cautious of what's real and what isn't. Well, one company is making no bones about what they're creating. They're creating K-pop supergroups that are 100% artificial intelligence. These ageless groups are not meant to replace the current pop stars, just create new ones that can be everywhere all at once with no limitations. Of course, besides signing an autograph. With the click of a few keystrokes, they can speak any language, make an appearance on any show, anywhere in the world, and they'll never get older. My dreams of one day managing a robot band might be a reality. Yep, here's the question I got for you, gentlemen. Would you rather have an AI boss or an AI teacher?
I think an AI teacher is better. And the reason being is that if you have an AI boss, you can't ask an AI boss like, hey, I have an appointment, if I can head out a little bit early today. You know, an AI boss is just going to say, your hours are between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Is that how an AI talks, though?
Actually, no. I guess an AI doesn't have to talk like a robot. An AI can talk like Boogie.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, Boogie will say, hey, listen, your hours are between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m.
I guess what you're trying to say is they don't have feelings. Like they
don't
can
have
say,
feelings.
oh, I feel bad
Exactly.
for Adam.
Right.
I mean, he needs to leave early to go to McDonald's to get a haircut today. No, I get
McDonald's
it.
are serving McHaircut?
McHaircut,
No,
yeah.
but you get it on the way to your haircut so you can eat your Happy Meal while you're getting your haircut.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just make sure they include the sweet and sour sauce.
I have a spin on that. Now, I'm going two ways here. When you're at work, you get paid. When you're in school, you're not there getting paid. You're
You
learning.
get paid in knowledge.
No,
paid
I don't, and I'm talking about me in particular. I didn't do well in school.
Sure.
Like literally, I had a D average, which is fine with me because I did other extracurricular things that I excelled at. So I was doing all of my electives. I was great in. I was great in photography and pottery and silk screening and wood shop and all that stuff. Math, no. Science, no. So I didn't care. I didn't care. And by the way, it didn't pay the bills. I hopped on my skateboard and went working at the diner washing dishes.
The knowledge you learn in school sets you up to do
Jeff
something.
clearly disagrees with
Yeah,
both
he
of us.
clearly disagrees.
No,
but-
I'm playing devil's
but it
advocate.
didn't- but it didn't
AI's
set me
advocate.
up. It didn't set me up. I was terrible
School
in school.
didn't set
but
you
I've
up,
worked-
right.
No,
So
I was
on a
working while
personal-
I was in school. On
Here's
a
what a
personal
D
level.
average gets you, everybody. Over the edge.
Yeah,
That's right.
and I think those too. Bosses need to have that empathy towards
Yeah.
their employees in
Yeah.
case something goes wrong.
Right.
Maybe your kids are sick or so, anything that can
like
brings in that human condition versus hey, you got a D on this paper because you miss X, Y, and Z. That's
Whatever.
That's it.
That's automatic. That's automatic.
yeah.
It's a grade. It's a grade. What
It's
are
a
you going to
test
do
anyway
about it?
at the end.
Yeah. You're at work and you burn like a table or do something like that, and your boss, you have empathy or this is no problem.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
sorry,
schools,
Adam.
Schools have had AI for years. It's called the Scantron. You guys
The
remember
Scantron has
Scantron?
the little
Oh,
fill
yeah.
in the bubble.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's black and white. There's no emotion there.
No.
A or B.
We need to take a quick break, but I promise you, when Over the Edge returns, there's going to be more of this craziness. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to this very special episode of Over the Edge. As promised, here's some of our best moments from the show. It looks like the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey have just flat out given up, and they are testing out new self-driving shuttle at Newark Airport. While it hasn't become a thing of reality yet, they have had their first public test. The biggest test lies ahead when they have to pick up real passengers. The only slightly bigger test will be finding people who are willing to get on a driverless shuttle at the airport. Next stop, middle of runway 8. We're talking technology, so here's the technology question I have for you. What's a better app to have at the airport? Find me the cleanest bathroom or find me the best meal deal?
Oh.
I would say best meal deal for sure.
Really?
Bathrooms. Yeah, I think I kind of like to walk around the airport a little bit, and if I walk in and see the bathrooms, you know, need some work, needs a refreshing, I'll move on. You know, but the best meal deal. Hey, you want to spend $50? You want to spend 25?
But also, if you really got to go, who cares? What's
Yeah.
the matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like
nature
in the middle
calls.
of it, I could be like, you know, do I wish this was taking place somewhere else? Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do what I have to
It
do.
is what I
you
am.
know?
Yeah.
Found somewhere to go.
Exactly.
Find me a sink in the back of a pharmacy and I'm ready to go.
Just give me an app where I can find out that I can get a quick seat at a restaurant. You ever try to, like, you're in a hurry to eat?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you connect in an airport where it's like, that's the only time you can get that restaurant or something, and then you go to
wait.
eat there, and there's a line, you don't have enough time. Heartbreaking.
I'm actually headed to the airport right after this.
It's a late flight.
It's a late flight.
It
Very
is a late flight. It's a red eye. Give me a good deal on a meal where I can have a nice seat and pay half of what I would normally have to pay. At the airports, you end up paying like $25 for like a chicken sandwich this
Yeah.
big. It's insane.
They get you.
They definitely do, and I pay it because I'm usually hungry at the airport.
You're starving.
We
here-
talked about this on
Here-
Rising this week, and I said the vacation starts the moment those airport doors open. So, you know, I'm paying
Charge it.
$25 for a bag of chips.
So on that note, though, so here's the thing: is a clean bathroom might be able to help keep you a little healthier on your trip. A well-priced, and again, as you know, you're going to spend money on in your travels, but maybe you want more for wherever you're landing. So there's nothing worse than traveling sick, whether it's for business or pleasure.
Nothing.
Getting sick can destroy your entire
Agreed.
trip. But
True.
You know what
So-
else sucks though? If you pay $50 for a meal and the meal's not good. That's
Yeah.
a terrible feeling.
I paid $50 for chips and salsa and a Paloma, and it was the worst Paloma I've ever had in my life. I drank every drop of it strictly because of how much I paid for it. But yes,
yeah.
and it also, again, I was kick-starting my trip. So I'm like, I just started my vacation by dropping $50 on something that literally tasted like I ate it off the side of the road. You know, like, that's crazy, you know? So, you know,
Yeah.
I don't like
all
it.
right, so officially, before we
Meal
send it
deal.
over the edge,
Yeah.
we've
meal
got
deal. Meal deal.
I'm going
2
back
meal
now.
deals in bathroom.
All right.
2 meal deals in a bathroom. We're sending it over the edge. We need to take a quick break, but when Over the Edge returns, we'll be back with more of our best and funniest moments from the show. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Over the Edge. As you know, this is a very special episode. And with special episodes come special things. Here's some more of those special things. If you thought RoboCop was just a movie, think again. New York City will be using robots to help patrol a Times Square subway station. The robotic officer is called K5. Will focus on surveillance with a 360-degree view. K5 will also be the name of its boy band because all 5 robots are named Kevin, ironically. Hopefully, K5, the cop, will work better than the short-lived RoboCop TV series because the NYPD could really use an extra hand. K5 still needs to prove itself, which is why it's on a 2-month trial where after that the NYPD will assess the robot's performance to decide its fate. Here's a question. Whose robot dinner party would you rather go to? C-3PO or the Terminator?
The definitive answer here is the Terminator. Would throw
Really?
a better dinner party, absolutely. Because if you look at both movies, think about C-3PO and how panicked he always is. Oh no, I burnt the pot roast. I mean, he would just, I just feel like he would sort of be a little bit of a Debbie Downer at a dinner party versus the Terminator, who's gonna probably now hope Terminator after Terminator 2 when he was good. Like, you don't want the bad Terminator. Spoiler alert, everybody, if you're watching at home. Anyway, I would probably say the Terminator because I feel like that guy's gonna have glow sticks. I think it's gonna have glow sticks. I feel like it's a dinner party that will turn into a rager. Like, could you imagine? Oh yeah. With, I mean, that's my bad. Oh, Terminator. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's really good.
So
I think you should do the rest of the show in that.
So I will say that the Terminator throw better dinner party. That's
yeah.
I don't know. It's morphing into something else. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, it's probably well advised.
So I went to Terminator, the mean one that like wants to hurt everyone. So I was like, I think I'm all set with him coming over because I feel like he'd be very aggressive. C-3PO, yeah, he might be a little anxious, but I also think a dinner party, it's not a party, it's a dinner party where it's like a calming, relaxing, conversational sort of event. So I'm gonna go with C-3PO. I feel like he'd be interesting and have lots of fun facts to talk about. Plus he's gold and I like that color. So I'm gonna go with C-3PO.
Okay. What about the food preparation?
He might burn a few things, but Joe goes, caterer.
As long as he's got the phone number.
Order in.
All right, Joe, how about you? What do you say?
I am also going with the C, the 3, and the P, and the O.
Okay.
Because at this age, I do not want a rowdy dinner party.
You're no more than 23, 24.
Am I? And I think C-3PO would add a nice, level of elegance, glamour, and just sophistication. I think the Terminator 1 or 2 is much too terrifying to knock at my door. And if he were to crash the dinner party, I would worry about him leaving, and then looking at me and saying, "I'll be back."
I'll be back too because you threw a great dinner party.
Thanks to C-3PO.
Yes.
Terminator, I feel like, would have a better database or database of recipes and how to do things. So I think he can size things up pretty quickly.
Yeah,
So I think you're going to get some
Yeah.
top tier cuisine.
Yeah, but I feel like if C-3PO messed up on a meal, he would be like, oh, like Adam said, which is like, oh no, I burnt the pot roast. And Terminator would like blow a hole through your roof.
I don't think but that's the problem. I don't think Terminator is going to screw it up. C-3PO is neurotic and known for messing things up.
Right.
Whereas Terminator is locked on a mission. My mission is to throw an awesome dinner party, and I'm doing that. All right.
Terminator.
1 Terminator, 2 C-3POs. We asked you guys out on the street what you thought about the matter. Take a look.
C-3PO is a protocol droid, and he's fluent in many languages, so I feel like it would be a more varied experience. Terminator might mess up the house, so I think I'm gonna have to go with C-3PO.
3PO. Sorry,
No
Adam.
tokens for me today.
No tokens. There it is.
You have no token.
There's just bad impressions happening all night here tonight. We need to take a quick break, but when Over the Edge returns, we'll be back with more of our best and funniest moments from the show. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to this very special episode of Over the Edge. As promised, here's some of our best moments from the show. A hospital in Kansas City is taking the small step into the dangerous future of letting robots work alongside humans. She's unlike anything you've ever seen before. Moxie zips up and down the hallways at St. Luke's to help out the doctors and nurses with the smaller menial tasks like transporting supplies from one place to the next. The staff seems to like the digital help while the patients are a little bit skeptical. Currently, Moxie is relegated to the hallways and doesn't enter any of the patient's room or handle any actual medical duties. However, it's only a matter of time before Moxie calls all of her friends and one of two things happens. We have a full-on robot takeover on our hands, or we have the best dance party of all time. I've got an important question. Which medical procedure would you let Boogie perform? Pulling out your front tooth or setting your broken arm? For all of you playing along at home, Boogie is one of our regular panelists. He's a handyman, do-it-all kind of guy. You've all met Boogie.
Yes, and he does it all.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, he does.
He's a host, producer, set guy, can build any and everything. But he's not coming near my fronts.
So you're gonna let him fix your arm?
It's charity starting again.
Listen,
without Jeff even asking.
Maybe he could reset my arm, especially like if we out on a hike or something, which I wouldn't be because I don't hike. But like if I was out camping or something, and you know, like your arm comes out of the socket, I feel like he would be like, all right, I got this, right?
Yeah.
But like my fronts, there's a lot of money that went into this. Here, smile, ting. No.
You're not letting Boogie touch it?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay. All right, Adam, how about it?
I'm going to agree with Charity. I feel like Boogie, like when you see a guy named Boogie that looks like Boogie, he's a woodsman. Like you could tell, like he knows his way around. So if I were to get hurt in the woods and he had to, and I had to do one or the other, it would definitely be the arm because I could just see him like, you know, bent over, just being like, all right, buddy, I got this. I have it in a what is the device called?
Sling.
Sling. I have it in a sling. I'm obviously quite the woodsman.
Yeah.
I have it in a sling.
And a doctor,
buddy.
apparently.
What's gonna happen right now is this is gonna hurt. I gotta reset your arm, buddy. Like we're just gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna count to 3.
And he does it on 2.
And he does 1, 2. Ah! But he's like, you're good to go, man. You're good to go. That's Boogie.
Funny enough, initially I was like, I don't think I would let Boogie do either, but the other side was like, no, the other side of me, Boogie, I would let you do both. I would.
Wow.
And I say this because Boogie's a dad of 2 kids.
Thank you.
And I feel like once you have kids, you automatically become a doctor, a dancer, a pediatrician. Like all of these things are now your title, and you can handle things better. So I feel like if I was in a situation where I had no one around and needed someone to pull my tooth and or fix my arm, I would 100% pick Boogie. So Boogie for both. I would let him do both.
Boogie for both.
Hands
I have a
down.
question.
Yes, go for the one on the end. Also,
You want
Charity,
me-
I'm gonna need to. You're gonna need to bring your energy up a little.
Okay, I got you. So pulling out the tooth, are we going like old school dad style? Because my dad did that.
Yeah, my mom pulled my tooth all the
Yeah.
time. If
It's,
you had a
it's
loose
not.
tooth,
It's not for us to decide. It's Boogie's
You
going to
see-
assess this situation. He's
Yeah.
going to figure out how to get that
If
tooth
he's
out.
like, listen, Charity, there's no dentist around. You got to get this tooth out. What do you want me to do? Are you going to leave it and risk it and be in pain, or you want me to just pull it out right now? I'd be like, go for it, Boogie, yank it. I would 100% let him pull my tooth out.
He knows his way around with pliers and stuff too, but it's just that like with my own dad, I know he pulled like he slammed it on 2, and I was like, you tricked me. I feel like he would trick
And just
me.
on a pain level, I mean, pliers, he's yanking for a while. I mean, I feel like Boogie would
Who's
do
saying
the-
he's going with pliers though?
But what would you pull the tooth out?
I don't know.
There's so many different ways.
But ties the string.
I would tie a string
That's
to.
the old school. We
No,
did that.
you're not letting me finish. I would tie a string to the tooth, tie it the other end to an arrow,
Yep.
and then take the bow
I was
and
gonna say a
arrow
ball,
and
and you
shoot
throw
it.
the
Boom!
ball.
Just rips it right out of your
We
mouth.
definitely did
I
that
don't
as
like
kids.
this topic.
I did that one once.
This is
They
Here's
tied
the-
it to a tooth and a ball.
not enjoyable to think about.
I want
Yeah, the door,
to
slam the
add
door.
to what Donnie was saying about Boogie. Besides being a father of 2, you're well versed in pain management and figuring out these things. Secondly, you may or may not know this about Boogie, but he was also the owner and operator of a farm for many years. He had his
Yes.
own farm, so he had
Taking
a bunch
care
of
of
animals and livestock that he had to perform certain surgical duties on. Some of them not suitable for this show, but ask him about one of his pigs and clotting powder.
Right, and also the fact that he's a dad, he would talk to you nice and keep you calm
Yeah.
the whole time.
And he's a skilled carpenter, builder. And one of the things when you're doing that kind of stuff is the detail work. So he's gonna make sure that he's not. I don't think he's coming in hot. I think he's gonna assess the situation. Go, we'll make this as clean and possible as possible.
How much did Boogie pay you for this?
Right, this whole Boogie head. What is this
Look,
kid
I'm
doing?
just saying. I've known Boogie for many years, and
it all.
Boogie does it all.
And you can follow him on Instagram at Boogie Does It All.
Yeah, Boogie does it all. All right, so to recap, and then we can send it over the edge. We've got arm, both. Arm,
both. I would prefer arm, but I'll go with both too if I need
I
to.
don't think you can go wrong after this case that Danya made here.
Yeah,
And,
I'm serious. I'm telling you,
The
he's.
PR
If you end up,
manager over there.
Boogie is the guy that if you've got one phone call because you ended up in a Turkish prison.
the Turkish prison?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. It's very specific. Anyway, we asked you guys at home. Let's see what you had to say.
Yeah, I could definitely do both. With the arm, I'd probably re-break it in a couple different places. That way it settles really nice. You don't want any jagged edges in your arm. And with the tooth, I got all the tools here. That's for putting in the new one, and this is for taking the other one out. As you can see, there's a little tooth dust in there because I just did one on Adam last week. So both.
There you go. Both. Two for you. I'm gonna give one since you had your tooth done last time.
Thank
And
you.
know
It was
what?
nice.
Just because I'm
Nice
not gonna
experience.
leave you out because we're all friends of Boogie here, right? Thanks for watching Over the Edge with us tonight. Tune in next time when we have a whole new panel, new questions, maybe even Justin Bieber's gonna be stopping by. Fingers crossed. Check us out on those social media links. This officially puts us over the edge. Good night.